So back in January at CES, this is one of my favorite things that I saw, and put that in perspective, there were just every piece of technology in the world is at CES, and this one stuck out as one of the coolest things. At the time, LG didn't know if they were going to produce it and how much it was going to cost, but they did, and we know $99.99 it is available now. So this behemoth is 34 inches, which is pretty awesome, 21:9 aspect ratio. It is QHD, which means it's got 3440 by 1440 for what it's worth. An Apple 27-inch Thunderbolt display is 2560 by that same 1440. So just crazy amount of pixels slammed into this guy. So from a design perspective, it's really good looking. It's got very thin bezels. It's got sort of a glass plastic base. It's nothing that's going to sort of woo you with tiny, non-existent bezels and curved display, but it is kind of nice looking in a world of rather boring monitors. This thing's going to be great for designers. It's got a matte anti-glare display, so if you're looking at a cinema display, something super glaring, you can't see what the true color is going to look like, or light's reflecting at you, you might want to consider this guy. This thing, though, is more than good looks. It's got inputs like crazy. It's got 2 HDMI, headphone out, it's got a display port, it's got 2 Thunderbolts, meaning it's going to work great with a new Mac Pro, any of the new Mac lines, of course any PC as well. It's going to have 1 USB 3.0 and 2 USB 2.0 ports. But on the heavy side, it's 17 pounds with the stand. I saw that sort of in other reviews, but honestly, who's deadlifting their monitor? You put it down, it doesn't matter how heavy it is. As long as your table can support 17 pounds, you're going to be totally fine. So 34 inches and a lot of pixels seems weird. Let me put it into perspective. So its pixel area is 1.8 times larger than an ultra-wide 21.9-inch monitor. And it's 24 times larger than a full HD 16:9 monitor. If you look at a full Excel document, you could have 47 columns and 63 rows, which is insane. Because there are just so many pixels here, LG did something kind of cool. They did a screen splitter. Essentially, you can treat this as 4 separate screens, or 2 if you want, but you can have 1 in each corner, and you can have sort of a multitasker dream right up there. Take a quick minute to thank our friends and overall good people at lynda.com. We all have that little person inside of us that thinks we could do something different and learn a new skill. Folks at Lynda can help you do it and learn it. They offer thousands of really engaging, easy to follow video tutorials that are taught to you by people in the industry that know it. You can learn all the skills you really ever want, things like software, creative, and business skills. Membership starts at just $25 per month, and it's online. It's limited 24/7 access. You can learn at your own pace and little teeny tiny tutorials if you have a sort of slow attention span like me, or a short attention span, or through comprehensive courses, things like web design, programming, photography, business, audio, video, 3D animation, and sort of all kinds of other really cool stuff. Try lynda.com for free for 7 days by visiting lynda.com/technobuffalo. That's lynda.com/technobuffalo. Back to the review. So I really like this monitor, but it's not without its fault. The navigation on it is really, really awful. It's got this little, right underneath here, it's got a sort of a 5-way joystick. You push the button, the menu pops up, you can navigate. It's really annoying, but fortunately with monitors, once you set it up the way you want it once, you very rarely have to deal with that squirrely little knob underneath, so not that giant of a con. I've been looking for a really good monitor, something that offers for that widescreen aspect ratio. It's great for games, it's great for productivity. It's being used primarily by our video editor, Ram Prita, and if you're doing a lot of video editing, you can just see all the timeline. He edits in Premiere Pro, and it's been just a huge difference versus the cinema display that he was using. So if you need something like that, you want a more immersive environment in games, it's a great deal at the same price, the 27-inch Apple cinema display. I think it's a way, way better deal. You're getting way more for your buck. I would very happily recommend this. In fact, once this review is done, this monitor goes back to LG, I'm gonna buy one for the office anyway, which is really the best endorsement I can give a product, is spending my own money for it. If you've got $1,000 laying around, you're looking for a really good monitor, look no farther than the LG. So one other small con with the monitor, occasionally you've got hooked up to an older generation Mac Pro, this screen pops up right here and it won't wake up when you hit the buttons on the keyboard or hit the mouse. You actually power the whole monitor on and off. There might be an issue with the computer. We couldn't replicate it and we connect it to other devices, but be aware that it might happen to yours. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe right here to be the first ones to know whenever new videos get uploaded. We got a ton of stuff. We do phones, tablets, cars, anything that has to do with consumer electronics that has to be plugged in or uses batteries, we review.